What's going on, guys? It's Jay here, and welcome to the 0-Star Guide. Within this series, I will be covering how to go from 0 stars to 5 stars. I will be covering everything you need to do, and some tips and tricks along the way. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get into it. Whenever you load into the game, you'll see a tab called Loadout. Click on it, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can change your primary and secondary, and all of your cosmetics on your character. Within the player versus player tab, you have 3 options. Skirmish is 25v25 and it's got 3 objectives. 5v5 and 2v2 only have 1. At the time of this recording, Zombies mode does not exist. Within the open world tab, you have 3 options. Unknown, nobody knows what that is. Ronograd, which is 20 player online, and then private server. For this guide, we'll be doing everything within the free private server. You have 3 choices to spawn in. There's a UN checkpoint to the north, Sashrena City to the right, and then the FOB at the bottom. Most of the time you'll spawn at the FOB, but for the start I'd recommend spawning at Sashrena City and picking up a few missions. Before we get into missions though, I want to cover everything you can get at the base spawns. Sashrena City has 2 spawns. You'll either spawn to the south of the city or to the east. Both spawn locations include several items you can pick up and a vehicle spawner. Within the Request Vehicle menu, you can purchase vehicles and request them after you have purchased them. The Request Vehicle menu will show you every single detail about the vehicle you will need. Your first purchase should be a Jeep with no armor. It'll cost you $100 and it'll leave you with 1900 credits for the game. Once you have purchased your 4x4 Jeep, go ahead and spawn it in. This will be your method of transportation for a very long time, so get used to this car. Within the vehicle menu, you can purchase upgrades for your vehicles, such as turrets or more armor. Within the spawning tents, you have 4 equipment options. You have a torch, which helps you see, a flare, which serves a lot of purpose in multiplayer, but doesn't serve much in single player. With the flare, left-click throw it, and then hold tab to access your action menu. Within the flag option, you have air support, support, and extraction. Those are your 3 options. Clicking one of those will mark the flare. The next equipment option is an M18 smoke grenade. This one's pretty simple. Left-click throw, smoke grenade. Easy game. Your last option is an M67 hand grenade. Left-click throw it, and by gosh, that thing explodes. The tents also have ammo supply and a way for you to access the menu again. After purchasing your 4x4 Jeep and making sure you have a way to get around the map, I recommend updating your loadout. There are several weapons to choose from within BRM5. A lot of them are really expensive, however, and at the start you can only afford so many. Personally, I recommend the M4A1. I would get rid of the M16A2 as soon as you can. It is a burst rifle that doesn't feature a lot of good qualities. The M4A1 is better in every way, and it's also automatic. There are several devices that you can place on your gun. The first one I recommend purchasing is a sight. The iron sights on this weapon are abysmal. It doesn't even have a rear sight. Some attachments will be earned by stars, and stars are a mechanic that we'll get into in just a moment. For your first sight for your M4A1, I recommend the PDO HD sight. It is a one-time sight that is relatively affordable and keeps your gun in a lightweight. After these purchases, you'll be left with 250 credits. That's not enough to purchase anything else within the game, but feel free to take a look around the menu and get familiarized with what you can purchase. I personally recommend saving your credits from here on out. Don't purchase any more cosmetics. Feel free to take off your helmet or change your hair or appearance. And now you're ready to set out. Walk out of the tent, press 1, and press J to inspect the nice firearm you have created. After spawning in your vehicle, head over to this tent. Quests in this game are marked by question mark icons. Talking to these NPCs will give you missions. There's also a lot of backstory and character development you can get from these people by talking to them, but I just recommend doing the missions for now. Clicking on Got a Job for Me will activate the option to click Accept or Goodbye. Clicking Accept accepts your mission. After accepting your mission, a mission brief will pop up at the top of your screen. The brief will explain what you need to do, but if you can't read it in time, don't worry. In the top left of your screen, it tells you exactly what you need to be doing, along with the waypoint system. Most of the quests you accept early on will be fetch quests. Simply get in the vehicle, drive to the position, you're going to back up into the trailer to attach it to your hitch, and then deliver it to the designated position. The trailer physics are extremely interesting in this game. They definitely need to be worked on, but if it freaks out like this, don't worry, it's not your fault, just be patient with it. After completing any mission, you'll receive a reward. For this one we got 600 credits and then 50 EXP. Unfortunately, you can only do 1 quest per person every 6 hours. This does not mean you can only do 1 quest every 6 hours, though. There are 6 people you can talk to around Sashrena City that will give you quests. What I'm showing on the screen now is how you unlock night vision. Night vision is an absolute necessity within this game. You cannot see at nighttime without some sort of light source, and flashlights are extremely inconsistent and cause a lot of glare on your screen. I highly recommend saving up at least 1300 credits to get this night vision. Spawning back in at Sashrena City, hop into your Jeep and head into the city. Within it, we can find even more people to get quests from. Quests are an amazing source of money and XP in this game. Quests are not the best option for money, but early on, it'll help you build something called reputation. Reputation is a hidden value within the game stored within every NPC. You can increase your reputation by doing missions for NPCs, or you can rescue hostages around the map. Now for your convenience and mine, gosh, I don't want this video to be an hour long, I will not show you every single mission that I do. Again, most of the missions you will do early on are these fetch quests. Get in a vehicle, drive somewhere, yada yada yada. After doing some more missions, I think you're ready to take on one of the bases. Let's start with Depot. Here is a map, by the way, of BRM5. I do not own the rights to this map, I'm simply using it for convenience. It can be found online. So the depot is located in the southwestern side of the island. In my opinion, the depot is the best space to start out with. It's extremely easy and very straightforward, and has hostages to rescue. Depending on where you spawn at, you'll need to take a different route here. Spawn in your 4x4 Jeep and head this way. Do you understand why I'm saying night vision is a necessity? I can't see a thing, man. Once you arrive to the depot, do not rush in. There are hostile AI here that will shoot at you upon sight. Simply get your sights ready to go and take fire. Eliminating enemies gives you XP and cash. Depending on the enemy type and the way you take them out, you will receive a different amount of money. There's a headshot bonus and a stealth bonus. Headshot bonus is pretty simple, take them out in the head, easy enough. Stealth bonus is a little more complicated. If the enemies are on high alert, you will not receive this bonus. It is best to take them out before the alarm goes off in the base. This is the alarm in the base. Once an alarm goes off at a base, enemies will be on high alert and push your position and do their best to take you out. Now obviously, we don't want to be shot. We do not want to be taken out. The only taking out we want is to be taken out to a nice lobster dinner. Do your best to stay behind cover and avoid enemy fire. You can use third person or first person to peek these enemies. Third person is a little bit harder, but it gives you a better peeking advantage. If you end up taking too much damage, you'll be put into a down state. Obviously we don't want this. Hold tab, go to the medical icon, and select one of the medical options. You have 3 options for medical. You have a dressing, a bandage, and vitamins. Vitamins heal you to full health, dressings heal 5 health, and bandages heal 10 health. Using a dressing in combination with a bandage will heal 25 health. Simply use the dressing before you use the bandage. After taking out an enemy, they have a chance to drop intel. Intel is used to turn in at the FOB. Turning intel in can give you a high cash price. Intel is also used for the POD bunker raid, which we will talk about in a future episode. I have a video on my channel of doing it if you're interested. Just search JayThyKay bunker raid. As you make your way further into the depot base, or any base, you will find hostages. Clicking F on them will make them follow you. Simply escort them back to your vehicle and take them back to the FOB for a good cash and EXP prize. By the way, this is just a little tip. Do not shoot the hostages. This will lower your reputation, meaning you cannot take the good quests from the NPCs within Sustrana City. You yourself can only escort 2 hostages at once. You will receive 150 credits for rescuing a hostage and 50 credits for transporting the hostage. Pair this up with other players within open world and you can make a lot of cash really quick. At this point you should have accumulated quite a bit more credits. Go ahead and go into the mounts section on your helmet and equip the first night vision. And why not? Let's go ahead and equip a new outfit as well. Get yourself some new rags, soldier. I think that about does it for open world though. I've explained most game mechanics within this game, hopefully you guys have a good time in there. Let's move on to PvP now. By the way, if you're still watching to this point in the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, I'll do my best to respond. I also have a Discord that you can join, the link is in the description. Please join that and ask me questions, I will answer them. Let's head into the PvP menu and select Skirmish. 5v5 and 2v2 are pretty self-explanatory, so I will not be going over them in this video. Within Skirmish, there are 2 teams. There's Green Team and there's Tan Team. You'll be placed on one randomly. This is a whole different beast than Open World, by the way. This is a PvP game mode, so there's 25 players on your team, and there's 25 players on the enemy team. First one to 100 points wins. You gain points by capturing objectives around the map. There's A flag, B flag, and C flag. The amount of points you get per tick depends on how many flags you have. And as you play, you can also earn things called battle points, which allows you to get extra equipment such as frag grenades, Humvees with turrets, and a rocket launcher. If you ever played Battlefield or maybe Ground War in Call of Duty, you know what you're getting yourself into. It's basically just all-out chaos for 20 minutes straight. It's insanely fun and a good time with friends. To capture objectives, simply stand on its icon. Doing this will earn battle points. For every kill within Skirmish, you'll earn $25, and if it's a headshot, you'll earn 10 extra dollars. There is no stealth bonus within Skirmish mode. Whenever you die, you'll be taken back to the deployment screen. You can use your battle points to purchase in-game items on the right side. Any green icon is a teammate that you can spawn on. Any orange icon is a teammate that's under fire. By the way, this is what an RPG does. Yeah, it wreaks havoc on anybody. Skirmish mode is an amazing way to earn a crazy amounts of cash and EXP. Be sure to work with your team and use your battle points on extra items, and play the objective to win. With some nice attachments on your M4A1 and your night vision, you'll be able to keep up with the other players. You can press tab at any time to view how much money and how much EXP you have. I think it was fated, but I hit this 8-man RPG shot, obtaining my first star. Whenever we left open world, I had around 6,000 EXP. After one game of Skirmish, I gained 4,000. You can see where the XP grind is going to be at. If you like PvP and high-octane gameplay, do Skirmish mode. If you're more of a laid-back kind of guy and you want to just chill out with some friends, I would recommend doing open world and doing missions within Strena City. Remember, earning stars will allow you to equip even more attachments onto your weapons. I recommend going through your M4A1 and decking it out. I equipped a Bravo stock, changed my handguard, extended my barrel, and equipped a War Pig muzzle attachment. Well, this wraps up the 0 to 1 star section of this series. If you guys have enjoyed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I can improve upon, or please leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns, or join the Discord that's in the description below. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good day and stay safe.